Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious and most merciful. Yes, dear learners, as we were talking about the parts of speech, the parts of speech are most important thing for learning English language. So that's why we are giving a lot of emphasis and clarity about these parts of speech. As I told you yesterday about parts of speech, that these include noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, conjunction, interjection, preposition, adjective. So these parts of speech we will be discussing in detail, so that once the foundation is set about these things, the better it is, because you can build the foundation of your English language on this on the pillars of parts of speech, on the pillar of tenses. So we will focus um, basically on parts of speech and tenses, and then the things that would be coming in our way we will be discussing, and I will share you the tips and recipes to improve your English language, to improve your confidence, to improve your speaking, to improve your listening, to improve your reading, and to improve your writing. So, as I told you about yesterday we discussed about noun. So, as you know, noun is any naming word around you, in front of you, at the back of you, in the world. Any naming word is called noun. We have also discussed about their kinds: common noun, proper noun, you know, collective noun, abstract noun. So these kind of nouns yesterday we discussed. So our next thing that is coming in our way is pronoun. So pronoun, as you see, first of all I will tell you what is pronoun. The word that is used at the place of noun is called pronoun. Let me repeat. The word that we use at the place of noun is called pronoun. So you can say the replacement of noun is called pronoun. As an example, I would share I, we, you, he, she, it, they. They all are pronoun. So pronoun basically used to avoid the repetition of noun. I am telling you the purpose why do we use pronoun. In order to avoid the repetition of noun, we use pronoun. For example, if I say Quaid-e-Azam was born in Karachi, Quaid-e-Azam went for higher education to England, Quaid-e-Azam went back in subcontinent, Quaid-e-Azam led the Muslim, Quaid-e-Azam gave us a gift of Pakistan. So you have observed that all the time speaking of Quaid-e-Azam is not looking appropriate. The appropriate solution, the grammar suggests, is instead of repeating noun, we have to use pronoun. So I would say Quaid-e-Azam was born in Karachi. He obtained his early education there, and then he went to England for higher studies. He came back and he became a lawyer of high profile value. So you have observed that this time I did not repeat the word Quaid-e-Azam. I used at its place the word he. So we are talking about today a pronoun. These are also very useful and important uh, in understanding and for clarity, you know, pronoun. So here I have written some kinds of pronoun. Here are personal pronoun, relative pronoun, indefinite pronoun, reflexive pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, distributive pronoun. So these are kinds of pronoun. So because it's a vast topic, but if you are very much clear about pronoun, you can understand where are the pronoun being used. So first of all, you have to think that a word that occupies the place of noun, that is called pronoun. Pronoun I, we, you, he, she, it, they. These all words are covered in the segment of personal pronoun. So personal pronoun are most important because we speak, we listen, others speak, others listen. So we talk about by someone. So that's why the personal pronouns are most important. So we have seen that the word that are covered in the domain of personal pronoun that are most important in pronoun. So they are further categorized like first person pronoun, second person pronoun, third person pronoun. So personal pronouns can be categorized in uh, the three types. First is first person pronoun, then second person pronoun, and third person pronoun. Like we say I, we. This is the first person pronoun. And in you, that is second person pronoun. And third one is he, she, it, and they, third person pronoun. So in first person we cover I and we, I and we. Here I will take a little pause. The word is I. We have to say it I, not I. The word is we, not we. So when we are talking about the pronoun, we have to focus our pronunciation as well. So the words are I, not I. There is a general perception, there's a common, the pronunciation that is prevalent. You might have heard that most of the people speak I. That's not good. The right word is I. I. And its plural is we. So these are most common words that are spoken. So here I thought it appropriate to tell you about its pronunciation as well. So you see the words are I and we. So let's move on. So these personal pronouns are I, we, then we have myself, ourselves. These kind of words, they also cover. These are reflexive pronoun. But let's move on. So second is relative pronoun. Relative pronouns show the relationship, like who, whose, like these sort of word when which shows the relationship who, whose. So this is covered in relative pronoun. Then is indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronoun, as the word is indicated, that it is not specific, it is not clear that how many persons are mentioned, how many things are mentioned. So indefinite pronouns are, you know, some, few, many. So these type of words are covered in indefinite pronoun. So indefinite pronoun, let me repeat, like some, many, few, these words are covered in indefinite pronoun. Then reflexive pronoun, I'm telling about these pronouns so that you may be very much clear about this pronoun, as today our topic is about pronoun. So that is reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun is, myself, yourself, ourselves, himself, herself, itself. So these kind of words which are, showing attachment with the personal pronoun. With I, we can say myself. With we can say ourselves. With you, we can say ourselves. With he, we can say himself. With she, we can say herself. And with it, we can say itself. So this was, uh, reflexive pronoun. So as we have discussed some types, the first one was personal pronoun, then relative pronoun, then indefinite pronoun, then reflexive pronoun, and some are demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative. This, that. So this kind of word, those, these demonstrate some things, these explain something, these tell something, these inform us something. That's why we call them demonstrative pronoun. These kind of pronouns are demonstrative pronouns. So the demonstrative pronouns, let me repeat, this, that, these, those, these kind of words are covered in the domain of demonstrative pronouns. These are demonstrating something, these are telling something, these are explaining something. That's why we call them demonstrative pronoun.